Welcome back, guys. It's a Sunday afternoon. I decided to come into the shop, try to get a little bit ahead for Monday and Tuesday. I had every intention of working on the 6-liter swap in the Corvette here, but I believe I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I've got the 8.1 on the stand back there that we intend to put in our shop truck. We had never tore into one of these. We're not really familiar with them. They are a type of LS variant. I'm going to go ahead and tear it down, clean it up. You can kind of see the process that we use to get the engines looking a lot better before they go into the engine bay. There are definitely a lot of similarities between this engine and the LS engine. You can tell that this is definitely a big block. It does have cast iron heads, cast iron block, but one thing that is the same as the LS is the coil packs. I believe most of the engine harness is also the same. ECM is the same. A lot of the connectors that I'm seeing are the same. The front accessories, they look a lot like LS, but there is small variations here. The water pump is definitely a lot different. This top coolant neck that comes out. We'll keep moving forward and see what else we find. Something that I did just find when I was tearing it down, I was needing to pull these plug wires off of here. I'm probably going to end up pulling the manifolds off just to get a better look at everything and look up into the exhaust ports. But this plug here is finger loose. Plug doesn't look bad, but it does have some oil on it. It looks like it's been loose for some period of time because it does have some charring here. It's puffing some exhaust out of there. Hopefully there's not an issue. Now with it undressed a little bit further, you can see that the intake is definitely not an LS intake. This is a cast aluminum intake, which is also very heavy. We have this huge EGR setup on the back of it. We'll end up eliminating all of that. We're going to do some stainless headers in the truck. Alright guys, kind of the moment of truth here. It's actually pretty clean inside. Well, it's this exhaust valve that I was concerned about. Push rods don't look bent. One of our main concerns is the depth of the oil pan. A lot of times on the LS swaps, when the truck is lowered or if it's on air ride, we usually go with a lot shallower pan. We typically use a Holly pan. I don't know how much aftermarket really there is for the 8.1s. I know we're not the first one to do this swap into a C10, but since our truck is on air ride and we do intend on using it, we definitely want to shallow that pan up some so that it's not the first thing hitting the road. We may end up having to modify the pickup tube and section the bottom of the pan here. We'll just have to see what aftermarket accessories are available for it. It's definitely not the best day to try to pressure wash this engine since it is so cold. We just had snow on the ground this morning. I think that I'm going to go ahead and try to do it anyways. We have some cleaner that we use. It should come pretty clean. I'll do a pressure wash to start out, knock all of the big stuff off, and then we'll spray the cleaner on there and then let it soak, and then we'll pressure wash again. And from that point, it'll be down to just scrubbing with little brushes and stuff like that. I like to scrape all the big heavy stuff off of here. It's that much less work that the cleaner has to do, and you end up getting a better result in the end. Went ahead and threw the intake tube back on just so that while we're pressure washing, nothing runs down into the throttle body since it is angled upward. Now, the trick is dragging it outside. It's extremely heavy, so it may be a little bit tricky getting back in since there's a little bit of a slope. Hardly any gas left in this thing, so I had to drain some gas out of my leaf blower to dump in here, which is 2-cycle gas, but that's what I have to do right now because I don't have time to get gas before the sun goes down. We're going to go ahead and do a pressure wash on the engine first before we put any cleaner on there. That'll get the major debris off, and then from there we'll spray on our Eagle Alloy etching mag cleaner. This is for uncoated wheels. It works great for cleaning engines. It's not harmful for anything else. You don't want to get it really down in your engine, but for the most part I have everything taped up and sealed up to where it can't get inside. After we turn the water on. Time for our cleaner. This thing is going to be a killer fit down in our 68 C10. Time to hit this thing with the pressure washer again. It's soaked for a few minutes. We'll go ahead and hit it, see what it looks like. If it's not clean enough, then we'll go ahead and do another spray, let it set again, and then hit it with the pressure washer. Looks like the overall results are good. We do still have some staining around here. We'll have to do some scraping and a little bit of scrubbing. But for the most part, the majority of the stuff is off there. It won't take much to get a good paintable surface. We'll let it sit here and dry, and then when we get more time at some other point, then we'll get some paint on it and start cleaning up the accessories.